Hey everyone, it's Mark Robber here. Let's talk about something you can't see, smell, or taste, but it's all around us. Electromagnetic fields, or EMFs. From the moment your alarm clock goes off to the last swipe on your phone before bed, you're surrounded by them. These invisible waves are produced by everything that uses electricity, and that's a lot in our tech-filled world. While some EMFs are perfectly safe, like the ones that power your TV, others, especially those from our gadgets, have people wondering if they're doing us harm. Scientists are hard at work studying the long-term effects of EMF exposure, and there's still a lot to learn. But in the meantime, it's smart to be aware of the potential risks and take simple steps to protect ourselves. So, buckle up as we dive into the world of EMFs, learn how to live a little healthier, and maybe bust some myths along the way.
Okay, first things first, what exactly are EMFs? Imagine a ripple in a pond, but instead of water, it's energy traveling through space. These waves have different frequencies, some low, some high. Think of it like a radio dial. Each station has its own frequency. High-frequency EMFs, also known as ionizing radiation, can damage our DNA. That's why we wear lead vests during X-rays. Most EMFs we encounter daily are non-ionizing.
Let's face it, we love our gadgets, smartphones, laptops, tablets. They're our constant companions. But all this tech convenience comes with a dose of EMFs. The closer the source, the stronger the exposure. Your smartphone is a prime example. It emits radio frequency, RF EMFs, to communicate with cell towers, and those emissions are strongest when you're on a call or using data-heavy apps. Holding the phone directly against your ear exposes your head to a concentrated dose of RF EMFs. Wi-Fi routers are another big EMF source in our homes. They bathe our living spaces in RF signals to connect our devices wirelessly. While convenient, this constant exposure has raised concerns about potential health effects. Even seemingly harmless devices like Bluetooth headphones and smartwatches emit EMFs, albeit at lower levels. The key takeaway: the more we surround ourselves with wireless technology, the more we're exposed to these invisible energy fields.
All right, time to put our newfound knowledge into action. Reducing EMF exposure doesn't require drastic measures, just some simple tweaks to our tech habits. First and foremost, try to cut down on overall phone use. Set specific times for checking messages and social media. Use speakerphone or wired headphones to increase distance from your head. Download large files using Wi-Fi instead of cellular data. Small changes can make a big difference in your overall EMF exposure. Now, let's talk about Wi-Fi. It's the invisible network that keeps us connected, but it also bathes our homes in a constant low-level EMF field. Don't worry, we're not going back to dial-up, but a few adjustments can minimize exposure. One simple trick is to turn off your Wi-Fi router at night or when you're not using it. Think of it like turning off the lights when you leave a room. Saves energy and reduces unnecessary exposure. If you're concerned about EMF exposure while you sleep, consider moving your router away from your bedroom. Remember, distance is your friend when it comes to EMFs. For those who want to take it a step further, consider switching to wired connections for devices you use frequently, like your computer or gaming console. Ethernet cables are fast, reliable, and EMF-free. By being mindful of our Wi-Fi habits, we can enjoy the convenience of wireless technology while minimizing potential risks. Remember those good old-fashioned wires? They might seem outdated in our wireless world, but they're making a comeback, and for good reason. Using wired connections is one of the most effective ways to reduce EMF exposure. Ditch the Bluetooth headphones and plug in a trusty pair of wired ones. You'll enjoy better sound quality and eliminate the need for another wireless device emitting EMFs near your head. If you spend hours at your computer, consider using a wired keyboard and mouse instead of their wireless counterparts. This simple switch can significantly reduce your EMF exposure throughout the day. Even charging your phone can be done the wired way. While wireless charging is convenient, it also generates EMFs. Plugging your phone into a traditional charger eliminates this source of exposure. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the best. By embracing wired connections, we can reduce our EMF exposure without sacrificing convenience.
With growing concerns about EMF exposure, it's no surprise that a whole industry has popped up offering protective products. EMF shielding devices, clothing, and even paint claim to block or absorb these invisible waves. But do they actually work? The truth is, it's complicated. Some shielding materials, like certain metals, can effectively block EMFs. However, the effectiveness of these products depends on factors like the type of EMF, the frequency, and the shielding material itself. There's limited scientific evidence to support the effectiveness of many EMF shielding products on the market. Some products may even create a false sense of security, leading people to believe they're fully protected when they're not. If you're considering using EMF shielding products, it's crucial to do your research and choose reputable brands backed by scientific evidence. Remember, reducing exposure at the source is always the most effective approach.
Section 8. Nature's EMF Defense, Hydration and Grounding. Now, let's explore some natural ways to support your body's overall well-being in our EMF-filled world. While these methods don't directly block EMFs, they can help your body cope with the stresses of modern life. Staying hydrated is crucial for overall health, and some experts believe it may play a role in the body's response to EMFs. Water is a good conductor of electricity, so staying properly hydrated could help your body dissipate absorbed energy more effectively. Grounding, or earthing, is another practice that involves connecting directly with the Earth's natural electrical charge by walking barefoot on grass, sand, or soil. Proponents believe this practice can help neutralize excess electrical charges in the body. While more research is needed to understand the potential benefits of grounding, spending time in nature has numerous proven health benefits, from reducing stress and improving mood to boosting creativity and focus.
Section 9. The EMF debate, scientists still figuring it out. It's important to acknowledge that the scientific community is still divided on the long-term health effects of low-level EMF exposure from everyday devices. Some studies have shown potential links between EMF exposure and certain health issues, while others have found no association. This lack of clear consensus can be frustrating, but it highlights the need for more research in this area. Scientists are working hard to understand how EMFs interact with our bodies and what, if any, long-term health risks they may pose. It's also important to note that many factors contribute to our overall health, including genetics, lifestyle choices, and environmental exposures. Isolating the specific effects of EMFs can be challenging. The bottom line, the jury is still out on the long-term health effects of low-level EMF exposure. While more research is needed, it's prudent to take reasonable precautions to minimize potential risks.
Section 10. EMF Smart Living. Your health, your choices. So, how do we navigate this world of invisible waves and uncertain science? The key is to adopt a balanced approach, taking practical steps to minimize potential risks without becoming overwhelmed by EMF anxiety. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding the sources of EMF exposure in our daily lives, we can make informed choices about how we use technology and manage our overall exposure. Simple changes to our tech habits, like using speakerphone, turning off Wi-Fi at night, and embracing wired connections, can make a big difference in reducing our EMF exposure without sacrificing convenience. And don't forget about the power of nature. Spending time outdoors, staying hydrated, and practicing grounding can support your overall well-being and help your body cope with the stresses of modern life. Section 11. Join the EMF conversation. Stay informed, stay safe. The conversation about EMFs and their potential health effects is ongoing and evolving. New research is emerging all the time, and it's important to stay informed about the latest findings. There are many reputable sources of information available online and in libraries. Look for websites of government agencies, respected health organizations, and universities for reliable and unbiased information. Don't be afraid to ask questions and engage in respectful dialogue with others who are also interested in this topic. Sharing knowledge and experiences can help us all make informed decisions about our health and well-being. Remember, we're all in this together. By staying informed, taking practical steps to minimize exposure, and supporting continued research, we can navigate the world of EMFs with confidence and peace of mind.